Hello, today we'll see the radiographic mixed dentition analysis. So the radiographic mixed dentition analysis is used in the patients who have both primary as well as the permanent teeth in their arch. So here what we are actually going to do is we are going to see the width of all the teeth on the cast. Then we are going to see the width of the teeth on the radiograph, that is the OPG that we have over here. And then we are also going to see the width of the permanent teeth that are present in the bone which are not yet erupted, and then analyze that what will be the actual width of those teeth when they erupt into the oral cavity. So we have one formula over here, y1 is equal to x1 into y2 upon x2, where x1 is the actual width of the primary molar, x2 is the apparent width of the primary molar, y1 is the actual width of the unerupted premolar, and y2 is the apparent width of the unerupted premolar. So this is the maxillary cast of the patient. We'll start with measuring the mesiodistal diameter of the deciduous teeth. All the teeth that are mesial to the permanent first molar, we have to see their mesiodistal dimensions like this, and we are going to measure it on a scale. Here we get the value of 9. Similarly, we have to do it for all the teeth mesial to both the first permanent molars. So over here we have already done it. So we get the value over here of all the deciduous as well as the permanent lateral and central incisors that are present in the oral cavity. Now we are going to see its width on the OPG that we have. So over here we can see that this is the deciduous. This is the deciduous first molar. Over here it's deciduous second molar. So over here we will see the mesiodistal width of this particular molar. We get it as 11. So similarly for all the deciduous teeth, the deciduous second molar, first molar and the canine, similarly in the second quadrant we are going to do the same thing and then write down their readings. Now we are going to see the width of the unerupted permanent teeth in the oral cavity. Over here like this. Then measure it. We get a value of 8. Similarly for all the permanent teeth, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, we have 2. Here we have the values over here. Now how to determine the actual mesiodistal width of the unerupted primary permanent second premolar? We'll use this formula. So over here the width of the unerupted 1, 5 when it actually erupts will come out to be 6.5 mm using this formula. For 1, 4 it will be 8 mm and 1, 3 it is 8.5 mm. Similarly we'll do this in the second quadrant. And now how do we get the tooth material? Tooth material we'll get by adding all these three values plus these three values and the values of the permanent central incisors and the permanent lateral incisors in the oral cavity. So total comes out to be 87 mm. Now we will look at the arch perimeter. So arch perimeter is measured using a brass wire. We take it from the mesial end of the permanent first molar of first quadrant to the mesial end of the permanent first molar of the second quadrant, and then we'll measure it on the scale. Comes out to be 82 mm. So over here the discrepancy that is there is 87 minus 82 mm. So the space required in this particular patient will be 5 mm of space required.